The Spanish-American War, Part 2. This lecture will explore the causes, events, and results of the Spanish-American War. At the start of the war, the U.S. Army consisted of only 28,000 men. But due to the yellow journalism angering the population against Spain, the numbers would grow to nearly 250,000 men within a short period of time. Many people from all areas of life wanted to be a part of the war and created volunteer forces to help the war effort. Eventual President Theodore Roosevelt led the first and most famous one, the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders consisted of cowboys, Native Americans, college athletes, and other men that were fit for war. Though they were quite successful in several battles, the Rough Riders' importance comes from the popularity that they received in the nation's newspapers, making a hero out of Theodore Roosevelt and his men. The war, though, would end quite quickly, with America gaining control of Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines after the signing of the Treaty of Paris. With the war over, President McKinley needed to decide what was he going to do with all this new land America just acquired. Despite the fact that the Filipino population demanded independence, it was decided to make the Philippines an American colony. As for Cuba, it was decided to let Cuba become an independent country. However, there were certain restrictions that had to be made. The Platt Amendment was written, which ensured U.S. involvement in Cuban affairs, both foreign and domestic. The document also ensured protection to Cuba anytime there was a threat to life, property, and individual liberty. But many Cubans were upset with the U.S. involvement. Cuba was also forced to include the amendment in their newly created constitution. Also acquired in the war was Puerto Rico. Like the Philippines, Puerto Rico was added as a United States territory. And through good relations, in 1917, the United States granted full U.S. citizenship to all Puerto Ricans. Despite the claims of yellow journalists, not all Americans were in favor of this new imperialist policy, and they wanted the expansion to stop. Many Americans thought we were treating the newly acquired colonies unfairly, and more importantly, that we were preventing their desire for independence. These Americans spoke of the American Revolution and how we fought Britain for our independence, and now it seemed that we were preventing other countries from doing the same. This controversy would not go away, and we will soon look at the effects our new imperialist policies would have. Well, this concludes the lecture on the Spanish-American War. So go take the mini quiz, and remember, rock on!